Yay! Hello, 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 hello. This is episode number 49 with Truth Be Told podcast. I'm your host, Britt. And today, y'all, we got a good one. It's Friday night.
Yeah.
This is I know that's right. I got the boo Cece in the building today as my guest host. I'm so excited to be with you today, boo.
Yes, me too. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on today. Just wanted to let you know that if you're new to this channel, if you don't know about CC Inspires, make sure you go like, share, and subscribe to both of our channels. We're growing. We are women
Yes,
empowering women and all of those who need it. Y'all know it's the end of the year, so definitely make sure you subscribe to our channels. But
please
today we
do.
got a good one for y'all. You know, I just had a a follow up with Pillow Talk. Shout out to Pillow Talk with the T, honey.
Yes,
She
that's my
made
girl, Q.
shout out, honey, because Q had me laughing all night, honey. When I tell you that with this episode, it's called "What is a Monogamy Relationship?"
Mm.
Now, girl. Now, before we even go into all of that, I definitely got to introduce you a little bit. I am definitely inspired by your channel. CC, definitely let us know a little bit more about you. She is an entrepreneur and she got many hats. And of course, that melon is popping tonight, boo boo. So let us know a little bit about you today.
Thank you. I'm Cece, and I've been having my podcast for 2 years. It's been growing, and I have good supporters, and it's been heard on all major platforms. And just basically, it's about experiences, life experiences, trauma, relationship, family, love, just anything. No holds bar. I curse on there because I'm in my true element. Because you got to hear the message being delivered. And
Hey.
I also started last year my first online business that I wanted to do since forever. And then I'm a writer. I write poetry, and I'm gonna be a future author one day. So I've been
You better
writing in
say
my
it.
dream. Yes, since I was like 9 or 10 years old. So I'm very just focused on doing more than one thing. And I'm finally getting out of my comfort zone of pushing myself back because of fear of it's not going to work out, or I'm thinking that nobody want to listen or hear what I have to say, and I was wrong because people was waiting for me.
Right, you're right. I love it. I love how you came in here introducing yourself the way you are inspiring us today. Like you giving me chill bumps because I always say that God put people with divine connections, and I really feel like when I found you and started looking at your channel and realizing like, wow, like she's doing something that's out the norm that a lot of black women don't do, and that's use our voice because sometimes it might feel like somebody don't want to listen to us, but it's a lot of us that are going through the same thing. So shout out to CC, boo.
Yeah, shout out to us, Black women empowerment. We gonna get the word out there because a lot of people that look like us and think that we don't want to be heard because somebody else doing the same thing, but it's only one you.
It's
So
only
of
one
course you're
you.
unique
That's
and
right.
you different.
Right, that's in the Bible. We definitely was uniquely in design. It's you only got them one set of chromosomes with your mom and your daddy. So that's what we're
Okay.
gonna talk about a little bit tonight too. You know, I'm gonna put a bit of little science in there too, but today's topic, we're gonna go ahead and go into that. I want to thank you, like I said, Cece. But before I even go into today's topic, you said you are on major platforms. Let us know a little bit more about where we can find CC Inspires before we go into today's title.
Okay, I'm so happy and proud that I can say this. You can Google me,
Hey,
CECE Inspires, just anything. Once you Google my name, my brand, it'll pop up everything that I'm doing, like Spotify, iHeart. You can find my podcast there. Also, my online store, my writings, all of that is linked together once you Google your girl.
I love it. You said you had an online store. What do you mind sharing some of the stuff that details your online store?
Oh yeah, on my online store, you could buy anything from a throw pillow, blankets, cell phone cases, shirts, beach towels, shower curtains, anything for your home decor, anything to put on your wall. Because we like to decorate
Yes.
different colors, and I upload a lot of art on there. So it'll cater to whatever theme and scheme you want to do. You know how we like to have just like Black women empowerment, so they have pictures of just women on there. You can wear a shirt or anything, or just have it in your home. So I have a lot
Okay.
of different details and unique stuff on there that you would like. They're catered to men and women.
I love it. I love it, boo. I love it. Okay, okay. I had to make
Yeah.
sure that we know what Cece got going on before we go into this
Okay.
today. So you just got so many hats. God ain't through with you yet. So
Come
keep
on with it.
inspiring. Yes, keep doing everything you're doing. I'm definitely excited to look more into Cece Inspires. But to go into today's topic today, y'all, this grown folk talk, okay? This is definitely
Okay.
grown folk talk. We are definitely talking about what is a monogamy relationship. That's episode number 49. I'm gonna start off with that today. When I ask you, Cece, what is a monogamy relationship? What does that mean to you?
Well, that means to me, you being involved with one person sexually,
Mhm.
intimate with one person, y'all spending your lives together and sharing experiences, and you growing with one another. No outside influences, nobody else on the side. I know we grew up different, and the norm is seeing our parents not just being with one person, or uh, you have other siblings or whatever outside on the side. But
Yes,
me, just
child.
because you grow up to that or you experience that, that don't mean that have to be your cycle. So I'm
Yeah.
a one,
I
I one person.
Okay, okay. I see how you keep emphasizing one. I love how you pretty much you telling me that's what you stand on when you keep emphasizing that to me. That's kind of how I'm taking what you're saying. And I'm glad that
Mm,
you're taking it like that and saying it like that, because that tells me what you stand for.
right.
So you don't believe in there being more than a monogamy relationship, more than one person in a
No,
relationship.
no. I mean, everybody is not perfect. As long as
Right.
you have an open communication with your partner, if you choose to go that other route. But for me, it's too much things going on in this world. It's too much energies being merged together, because once you intimate with someone, you take on that person energy and whoever they've been with, unfortunately. But it's like so many personalities in one person you dealing with. And if you deal with another person, that's like dealing with 50 other people in your relationship. That's too
I
much.
understand. I understand. But I'm gonna tell you what made me want to talk about this tonight, because girl, as I'm on this personal development journey, I'm learning.
Mm,
Like we gotta research. When we research it and we finding different things about what we like, what we got going on, what makes us feel good. Having that conversation with Q on Pillow Talk, it was
yeah.
really it really opened my mind, because see, she's not the first person who's then came to me about a poly type of relationship.
Yeah.
Depending on what relationship that you agree on, I realized that a monogamy relationship is nothing more than a mutual agreement between two people who love each other and have respect
Mhm.
for each other. But that's
Respect.
really what it is. It could be so much more than the sexual vibe of it. It's the
Yeah.
agreement, because see, you can be with somebody and you might agree that on Friday night you both go do something, whatever that is, whether it's I don't know, something crazy. It just depends on how you're looking at it. When I started researching this, girl, it blew my mind. It made me realize that the stuff that my sister been talking about forever, because my sister's very way more open-minded, CC. Like, she always
Mm.
told me that we wasn't meant to be with one person.
I
So that's
believe
where I'm
that
going.
too.
Right. So that's where I'm going with this. When you kept saying one, I was like, I'm so glad that's your morals, that's your culture, that's how they taught us. They taught us that we are supposed to be with one person. But when I start looking up like the science parts of this shit, and you gotta really be a grown person to talk to either your significant other, your girlfriends, anybody to have this type of conversation, because everybody ain't gonna believe this. Everybody gonna be like, nah, I just want to be with that one person, and that's okay, you know. But it just made me realize the way we set up as a man and a woman is where I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. So let me ask you a question, Cece. When I ask you, do you think it's heavier on a man or a woman when it comes to a monogamy relationship? What do you think?
Is it heavier on a man than a woman just being faithful?
Yeah. What if you had to
Um,
pick? If you had to pick, like, if not even just, yeah, if you was like to answer that question, do you think it's a man or do you think it's heavier on a woman? Now, remember, I said heavier. I didn't say harder. I said which one you think, as far as how we're made, you know, how we're destined, how God brought us into this world or the universe, whatever you call your God. I say God.
my
Brought us
God
into the
too.
universe. Right. What when I ask you that, just answer that question. What do you think? And then answer why.
I believe at times it's heavier on a man because there's so many temptations out here. Social media make it accessible for someone to just hit you up. And if you're in a relationship, they basically call it, oh, this person just sent me a message. But the fact that you responding back and forth to a person, you think it's not cheating because you just conversing, you just communicating. And I think also with a woman, if our heart is set into it, we focus on that one person, no matter how many distractions, because we get distractions every day. Hello, look at us. We find we doing the damn
Hey.
thing. And we know how to turn that on. Like I'm only focused on my man. Like you have people that you work with try to hit on you, people when you go to a business try to hit on you, somebody that's hitting you up about your business and then try to slick talk to you, hey, you beautiful, I'm going to date. We know how to turn that off. And sometimes
Right.
with a man, it's just like, well, it don't hurt to have a friend,
Mm-hmm.
on the side, or, I'm just helping her with something that's just my friend. And it's like everything is like engulfed with sex.
Right.
Like some people, men, not saying all men, but some are kind of weaker in that area to where it's like the temptation is strong and it sometimes they don't know how to turn that off. As for women, you know,
Right.
we not to turn it. We not to turn it off. It's like I'm not even feeling you like that because I'm just like focused on my relationship, and I don't even see you over there.
I love how Empress came on here talking about, yes, as women, we have more discipline and self-control. I love that.
Sister,
Yeah,
that's my
I
sister.
see.
So I
I know
see
the
you.
CC people in the building. Shout out to your community. That is what it's all about. You
Thank
know, it started at
y'all.
home. Hype up that best friend. Hey. And I
I
love
know
it. I
y'all just
love it.
thank y'all. But what you think about that since you was asking me? But that just how I am. I have an old soul at heart, so I always
I do
thought like
too.
that.
I do too. I'm very old, so I'm 35 years old, but I act sometimes my mannerism is of a 50-year-old. Sometimes if you
That's
get
what I
to knowing
always
me,
say.
yeah, it definitely, because I like I'm very old school when it comes to my kids, how I discipline my kids, just a lot of stuff that I've seen and how we was raised. I can go down that rabbit hole. But to answer your question, I love how you talked about men and women. You went into why it could be heavier on a man and how it is far as a woman being more disciplined and having self-control. I love that. When you ask me personally, only because I researched it before I talked to you.
Okay, come on with it with the research.
Yes, this is truth be told. I'm just being honest. It's actually heavier on a man, and you said it. You said it, and when you was explaining it about a man and a woman, what I found
Mm,
out was that, okay, you got to think about. You remember when we was in middle school and we had that
mm,
sex education class, and they told us how men are, like, as far as their genetics set up, as far as how many sperm counts and how much they produce in a certain amount of seconds and everything is of that nature. They
mm.
produce so much more than a woman will, and their sex drive is heavier because of how they were made.
Yeah.
When I was researching that, and think about it, okay, I know I'm not the only woman. Now I could think about women too, because I think about my cousin, because I always say it ain't a lot of you. She is a sex bunny. She likes to fuck all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like all the
I
time.
mean,
But see, I'm not like that. Okay, let me talk about me. We're just gonna talk about me.
okay.
As far as me, I'm not one of them girls that like to do it all like every day. You know, now I got to have it every week, but I don't have to have it every day. You know, and because
Yeah.
if I'm using me as an example and using my husband as an example, and when I started researching this shit, it made me swallow a lot of shit that I didn't realize. Like men and women are just set up different. You know, we made up different, and I just started like checking my own damn self, because I was like, oh my gosh, like I think about how many times he want to do it always, and sometimes I'm just like, here, just giving it to him, because you know I gotta please my man. So even when I
Yeah.
don't want it, even when I don't want it, I'm gonna make sure I'm giving it to him. You know,
Mm-hmm. For real.
I was really shocked. But then something else you said, Cece, you was like, you know, men have it harder in the world. Men don't have every man, and my brother, he said this on a podcast before when we was talking about a man's needs, you know, and especially a black man's needs. They don't always have that safe and secure place that they can go to. You know, they don't get to be them. They don't get to come and say what they thinking about, how they feel, even if they
That is
crying
true.
over. You know, they don't all because of society and how.
Because they picture them as being weak, or
Yeah.
you're a little B because your emotions, like, man up, just
Yes.
go with it and stuff. And it's like, where do they put that?
Right.
Like, we know how to vent. We know how to vent to each other. We know how to either write it down, listen to music and all that. But it's like sometimes for a man, it's like, where do they go to, or who they've been to without people calling them, like, a female? Are you being
Right.
soft?
Right. You hitting it dead on the nail. And then sometimes, even like we said, we got to know our spouse too. You got to know what type of person you dealing with. Like you said, I loved how you came out with talking about a man and a woman. Because if you don't know your damn spouse and you trying to be in a monogamy relationship with this damn man, and then okay, let's think about it now. Let's think about women that get married, about to get married. Now, some of us, we get blindsided. It just, but come on now, some of our asses, most of our asses, we gonna say that. You know this man before you say I do. But he done
True.
did it all, honey. He done did the treats. He done took you out to eat. He done put you on social media. He's showing your ring. Now, you know good and damn well you don't need to marry him. You know, because you didn't know him. You didn't want to have that grown folk talk that this is what type of man you dealing with. This is what that man likes. Like, you know, this is 2022. You got to know what people like. And like you said, you old school, you come in, I believe in a monogamy relationship. I do too. But this right here, when my sister used to tell me, like, it's the way it's the way they, like, I ain't gonna say programmed us, but it's the way they set up society. They had to put some rules and regulations for us to think about how culture, even in Western civilization, think about how birds and lions and dogs mate. They all the time.
All the time. You could be driving by, you just seen the dogs just going at it. Like, we can't do that at all.
I know, it really blew my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, like, really, Brittany, you wasn't ready for this real talk, this grown up talk when you first started having sex. You was not. You was 14. You was not supposed to be damn ready.
You wasn't thinking about that.
No, girl. But the older I get, I'm very, like, with my husband, I asked him even before I started talking about this, do I make you feel safe? Do you feel like you can, come in here and talk to me? And he always told me, sometimes women don't always make that person feel that way because, we gonna nag, we gonna nag about whatever the case may be. But I just didn't realize so much that I did not know about different types of relationships. And I did not know that in a monogamy relationship, it in detail so much of that mutual agreement. Girl, it just blew my damn mind.
Yeah, because it's like once you, from a teenage relationship, and then you as a young adult, and then as you get older, as a adult age, and then as you get older than that, like in your 50s, all the relationships that you've been in are lessons, and they have changed. So you
Right.
can't keep going by, like, if you're in a relationship at your our age right now, you can't be like, well, when I was 14 years old or 15, I was in a relationship and this how it was and this how it's gonna be. Now, especially when you get a real man, a real king that's not about to put up with what you was doing at 14, 15, 16 years old and thinking that it's gonna go this way, and you actually want to have somebody that's mutual with you and it's gonna break it down. Basically put you in your place, but a good
Girl, I
thing, a good
love
way.
it. I,
Like, and
I
now
love
you
how
about
you
to come over
saying
here and do
that.
what? Nah, this a king you speaking to, sweetie.
Girl, my husband, he stopped all that shit at the door when we first got together. He
Yeah,
said, "Who
they
coming
gonna
over
let you
here?"
know. A real man, they gonna let you know. Like, nah, the mindset should be different as you
Right.
get older.
Right. I love how you said that, the mindset. So, as you have been going through your personal journey, Cece, what are some things that you have learned about being in a monogamy relationship, or what you like and what you don't like? What have you learned?
Ooh, child. I I learned a lot along my journey, especially remaining single as a choice.
Yes.
I've been single. I think been like 10 years faithfully been single,
Hey.
not being in a relationship with just anybody because I don't want just anybody in my life just because you like me or you want to have sex with me, so we should be
Right.
together.
Right.
No, because I'm changing along my way. I'm on a healing journey. I'm healing traumas. I'm healing a lot of things I've been pushed to the side and haven't put myself first, just worrying about others and being the strong person for others. But I always ask like, who gonna be there for the strong one? So I'm
Right.
on a different path on that and actually focus on what I need to do so I could be right and be okay, mind, body, and soul before I even, interact with a partner, because I want a partner. I want a union. I just don't want a man just to be having a man or somebody laying up with me or just to say, yeah, I got a man. Like,
Right. Right. I love
no,
it.
we
I
gonna
love the
manifest the
maturity.
good things.
I love the maturity. I see the glow. So somebody doing something right, even if it's just self.
What?
But yeah, because you glowing and you look amazing, and I love how you, like you said, you single by choice. A lot of black women, a lot of us women, we always feel like we have to have somebody, that the society makes us feel like if you single, you lame. But I always tell my daughter, she's 14, like, this is when you supposed to learn you got a long way. And I be telling her a long way. I was like, you're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to have fun. So sis said, somebody over there glowing.
Who said that? I can't see. I don't know what y'all talking
Yeah.
about.
Your
But
sister Express, she said somebody over
uh,
there glowing.
oh, I see it now. Sister, I mean, I'm glowing on life. When I remove people out of my life that don't mean me no good, and then just focus on what I need to focus on and not people pleasing and all that, yeah, the
Right.
glow going the melon gonna be popping. Like, I'm gonna be glowing because I'm doing actually what I said I wanted to do and what I'm putting myself first.
Right, right. You said it right. You said you're not people pleasing and you putting yourself first. Tell me what that means, as far as some of the people, they don't know. It's 2022. We about to get into a new year.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fourth quarter. So everybody need to be on their P's and Q's with their goals and actually meeting their goals and keep going. They don't need to start with a new year, new me. You should already be
Oh my
on.
God, I was about to say, please do not say that every year. New me, new year, new me type of slogan. Like, just do it before the new year come, so that way when the
Yes,
new year come in, you're already prepared and you're just gonna go on action and not the words. Come on,
yes,
stop
yes,
saying it.
yes. Yeah.
But what I say for me, it's just I've been focused on, it's a lot can go on in the whole year with you on your journey. That sometimes, the storms come and you have to weather it, and then sometimes it can leave you with just being distracted and just feeling, your emotions go up and down. So what I like to do for myself is, like, I tune that out. I'm a popular loner. I enjoy my me time, because when I don't get it, I'm not going to be the best person for somebody that I love if I'm not taking care of me.
That's
So I
true.
have to focus on me, no matter if it's a week, a month, or a year. If you love me, you understand, you know it's nothing personal. It's personal for me because I need to really horn in instead of just saying, okay, I'm fine in a month. Am I really going to be fine in 1 month? How would I
No.
know that if I just don't just focus and just remove all distractions and do what I need to do? Because it was many years ago that the things that I'm doing now, I push to the side because, you know, as women, we work, we take care of home, we take care of kids, we in relationships, we there for mother, you know, sisters, brothers, and all that. And then what you want to do, you like, well, I'll do it tomorrow, well, I'll do it next week, or I'll write this poem when I feel like it, or when I'm happy. It's like instead of pushing things to the side and just letting the years go by, and then you look at it, it's like, damn, what have I done? I just only worked for people, and I haven't worked for myself.
Girl, you over here giving me goosebumps. You was really preaching tonight. I needed to hear that too, because sometimes I'm really not even in my, you know, my relationship, my monogamy relationship, I don't discharge. I need me time more. Sometimes the distractions, not even a distraction, but just mama time. You know what I'm saying? Brittany
Right.
time. Not even mama, like Brittany. My name is, I'm Brittany first.
Mm-hmm. True.
So I think that's very important, that you letting us know how important it is to go into the new year before the new year gets here, because you're showing it, you're walking it, you're leading it, and so I appreciate
Okay.
that. Yeah, I definitely do. If there's something that you can tell the 14-year-old Cece about a
Oh,
monogamy relationship that you did not heal from, what is something that you could tell that 14-year-old today?
ooh, that 14-year-old at that age was not stable. She was basically moving here, moving there, and didn't have a lot of strong men in her life, not by choice. And when she got to the age of the sixth or seventh high school, boys liked her, and she's like, okay, so by us holding hands or by me you being nice to me, I'm your girlfriend, instead of her just validating herself and not getting validation from others, or especially boys, because they say something nice to her and she was like, okay, so he said that to me, so I must be beautiful, instead of telling herself every day before she walked out the door, looked in the mirror, you're already beautiful, you're already smart, you're already this and that, and you don't need a little boy to tell you this and that, because all he gonna do is like your friend or go like somebody else in the next couple of weeks. So basically just sit down and talk to herself and just tell her, moving forward, there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs in your life. There's gonna be a lot of tragedy, a lot of trauma, a lot of this and that. But you came from a strong family, and you're a strong person, whether you realize it or not, and you're gonna do something in the world that's gonna make your inner child proud.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I needed to hear that. You talking to 14-year-old Brittany too, boo. I needed to hear that. Thank you. Thank you so much
It's the
for
truth.
yeah, I'm very big on, you know, my audience. I'm always healing the inner child. So I had to definitely leave with that note just to let people know to keep going, keep inspiring us, CC. We definitely appreciate everything that you got going on, boo boo. You got a lot of hats. Now before I go,
Okay.
yeah, before I go, I gotta let you know, I gotta play with you a little bit. I like random questions. I just got two for you. You know, it's Christmas time, holiday time. So the
Okay.
first one that I'm gonna say, CC, is okay. It gotta go. If this item had to go off of your Thanksgiving dinner table, which one would it be? Would it be macaroni and cheese or yams?
First of all, who made both of them? Like who house I'm going by? Like who made it? Because everybody, you know, the dishes can't go together. Like if
So
I'm
your
going by my auntie house and her arms are big, I don't know which one that I need to throw away because I know I'm about to smash down. But I would say the mac and cheese because not everybody can do it like certain people in your family.
Right, right. Your sister Express Metal said yams. She said yams.
Yes. Well, she a vegan, so if it's too, it gotta be sweet.
Oh, girl, y'all
If
silly.
I
I got
see you
one
up
more.
there, yeah, it gotta be sweet. But I don't know. She probably have everything vegan. I don't know, but it still might be
Oh,
good.
girl, I know that's right. You know what? It's funny that she's watching. I'm actually wanting to do a vegan, like a raw vegan. It's like a 14-day challenge. I've been following G Code, and he got something on here where he's doing like a, a vegan, like, but it's the only thing I was gonna do was the fruit. He's showing that he's introducing like raw fruit, and girl, I'm gonna try it, but it's not to be vegan. It's on a spiritual level. So they just, I know I'm going left,
And
but when
that's
you
how
said
me and her
vegan,
connected because we both sisters, soul on the soul level, deeper connection. So she would be more like tell you more about the vegan and the lifestyle because that's very different to Horns one body, like what you put in your body and all of that. So I get why people going that route. But I might
yeah.
still be like, on Fridays and Saturdays, them little yams, little
Right,
yams.
girl. I need it too. That was hard when
I
I
don't know
see
if I can
somebody.
stay true to the vegan.
No, no,
I
I
can.
feel you. I definitely feel you on that. I got one more as far as with Christmas theme. This
Okay.
is something that, what am I? I have bright lights and I have many colors. What am I?
You said say that again. I'm sorry.
What am I? I have bright colors and many colors. What am I?
Oh, Christmas lights.
Yeah.
I got
Okay,
mine
wait a
right
minute.
over there waiting to be put on after Thanksgiving. So I know just I'm waiting.
Okay, okay, last one, last one. What is the craziest thing you've ever done? You know, we're talking about a monogamy relationship, but what is it something that you've ever crazy done that you want to share with the audience today?
Who up in the chat? My mom. Let me see. I told my mom up in the chat.
That you want to
Uh,
share. That you want to share.
that I want in a while I was in a relationship, no matter what age group.
No matter what age.
Uh, ooh, it's so many. Woo! In the back seat of a car in the church parking lot.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Boo, don't be shame, honey. Cause them church folks, they get to in too. That's how we was made. Don't even trip, honey.
But church services were over. Nobody was. It was over.
You had a
Pastor,
good
whoever.
Sunday. You had a really good Sunday.
I mean, when you spurred a moment and you was like, just come on, just like being spontaneous with your boo thing, like, I guess. And then your
Right.
guest
I
turned
love it.
into where you at.
I love it. That just means that you got one life to live and you still living it, boo. So I love it.
Exactly.
And that's a great way to sign out today, y'all. I want to thank you so much, Cece, for coming on today. Guys, like
Thank
I
you
said
for
again,
having me. I
please
love
make sure
it. This is
you
my
go.
first time with this whole experience thing, and thanks for reaching out to me and many more to come. Hopefully, I love stuff like this.
Yeah, I do too. We in a network together now, so definitely reach out both ways. Keep inspiring us. Mental health is real, and people need good words of encouragement each and every day, or whatever, to give them an outlet. So I appreciate you, CC. But yeah, we definitely gonna sign out today, y'all. This is episode 49 with Truth Be Told podcast. I had CC in the building, guys. You have a good evening. Thank you,
You
boo
too. Good
boo.
night. Thank you for coming. Bye.